Let's get started with our maths. Write your name at the front if you have not already done that, and then let's dive right in. So today on the guidelines it says we will talk about bar graphs and how to read information from them. Now what you need to understand about tally marks, bar graphs, Venn diagrams and pictographs, which we will be doing next week, is that all of these are ways to show information in a simpler way. Okay, we want to make it as easy as possible to see the information that we want to share. So we are now going to skip the first 2 pages since we've already done them yesterday, and we are going to open at the page that says Bar Graph Sheet 2D Travel to School Survey, this one. Okay, now if for a moment you would just like to page and look at this one, don't do anything with it yet, just take a look. This is what a full bar graph looks like. Okay, it has the bars. Please remember, bar graphs have spaces in between them. Okay, a histogram, which is something else, is when the bars are pressed against each other. This is a bar graph. You need to see each bar standing on its own. There need to be these spaces in between them so you can see them nicely. Now, as you can see, some are long, some are short, and some are in between. They vary. Now, this isn't just a pretty picture that someone drew. It's based on information. Now, the information on these bars can usually be found, firstly, what it's about can usually be found in the title. Every bar graph always needs to have a title. This one is Fruit Survey. So that already tells us there was a survey. A survey is when you ask people some questions. So people will ask questions about fruit. Now I'm guessing it's probably their favorite fruit or something like that. The children in Salamander class had a vote on their tastiest fruit. Yeah, the one they like the most. So favorite fruit, Fruit Survey, the title tells us about this bar graph and what it's about. Now, a bar graph always has an x-axis and a y-axis. So the x-axis runs from left to right, the y-axis runs from top to bottom. If we look at the x-axis, apples, bananas, pears, grapes, oranges, plums, peaches, this tells us the different types of fruit that were a part of this survey. Okay, and then if we look at the y-axis, it says votes, and then the numbers run up there. The numbers are very important in a bar graph. These numbers on the y-axis, actually every single part of the bar graph is important, but the numbers, always look very carefully at the numbers that they give you at the side. Sometimes they might do it in intervals. So they might do 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Or they might go 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I almost forgot how to count in fives. Or 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever. This one is straightforward. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, to read a bar graph means you need to look at the y-axis, you need to look at the x-axis, and you need to look at where they kind of overlap. So apples goes up to 4. That tells me from this class, 4 children. 4 children, do you see that it reaches the